Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelsey. I'm Kelsey B here on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Today we are going to be on the ground, maybe not even on our mats very much. As you can see, I've moved my mat in a different direction because I need the smooth texture of this floor, although it's cement, but it is coated. So you need something like, what's the word, like the laminate or the hardwood floors, tile, anything that you can drag yourself across. I think it would be pretty difficult on carpet, so you want a nice smooth flooring. You're gonna wanna wear leggings. Shorts are okay, but you may get a little friction and it may be a little irritating, and socks. So even higher socks than what I have on would be nice because the less skin gripping to the floor, you want that smooth, that sliding rather than dragging, and that's going to create some really great body weight strength for us today because we're going to be working the core and the shoulders are going to be involved too. Really, everything is going to be working, but this is focusing on the core today, so especially those abs, the obliques, the transverse abdominis. You are definitely going to be feeling this for the next few days if you have not done a sliding core workout before. So get your mat because you do want something to grip against, turn it the wrong way, and then create this space, and let's just get right to it. Everything that we're going to do, we are going to do in sets of 10. So you do it at your pace. Maybe you keep up with me and maybe you don't worry about that too much. Let's get through the 10. We'll take a little breather and then we're gonna jump right into the next exercise. I will show you and then we'll just get right at it. So the first thing that we're going to do, get your forearms on your mat, lay on your belly. See why you want the close, because you want to drag and not freeze and stick. Grab opposite elbow, that way you know your shoulders width, and then the palms are going to be flat. This first one, we're just going to drag ourselves in. You can call these dragons, zombies, whatever you want, but draw the elbows towards the ribs. Get the body nice and tight, all right? Ready? We're gonna go for 10, here we go. 1, 2, 3. You can keep the head dropped in or looking forward. That part doesn't really matter that much. Don't let the elbows flare out though. There's 6, 7. Lift the ribs up at the bottom, or I should say at the top, excuse me. 9, last one, and 10. All the way back out too. All right, so the next one we're going to do are like mountain climbers. You're going to come up on your forearms, protract between the shoulder blades, lift yourself up. You're on the tops of the toes. If that's very painful for you, you can tuck the toes, but I'm telling you, it's a little bit more work with the toes pointed back, and you will get used to it. You'll get stronger if you keep doing that. So once you're on the forearms, protracted shoulders pushing out, you're just gonna draw the knees in one at a time, okay? Like I said, you can't tuck the toes, but I wouldn't really advise it. So we're actually gonna do 20 because it's 10 on each side. All right, again, shoulders width. Make sure you're really actively pushing out of the elbows and out of the shoulders. Once we get into that position, we're gonna go right for our full 20. So up we go, tuck the tail underneath you, and here we go, right side, 1, and 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Draw that knee in as much as you can. Maybe you can even touch your tricep. Keep the belly pulling in. That's already 5, 6. Good. Already on 7. Keep pushing out of the shoulders. Round the upper back as you push. 8's finished. Now 9, last set. 10. Good. Whew. So now you're already gonna start feeling it through the shoulders. Your belly may be a little bit on fire. Hopefully you're already feeling that. I know you're definitely going to tomorrow. All right, the next one, we're gonna open up the leg to the side. We're gonna go do all 10 to the right and then all 10 to the left. So I'll show you what that looks like. Pretty much in all these situations, the arms are gonna be in the same exact position. So shoulders width, palms flat if you can handle that. Push out of the shoulders, and we're just gonna open the leg up to a side straddle, slide it back down, and then the left. But like I said, let's do 10 on the right and then 10 on the left. If you wanna keep the left toes tucked under when you do the right side for a little bit more strength, go ahead. If you're looking for the extra work, point the toes back. So get ready, come into the position. We're going to push out of the top of the left foot and 10 to the right. Here we go. 1, 2. You only have to go up as high as you can. Maybe you can get the leg to touch the mat. Already at 4. Maybe you're only going halfway. You know, if it just gets up another foot or so, that's okay. 5, 6. Keep pushing. 7, 8, 9. Last one, big push. And 10. Lower down for just a half a sec for a little rest. More than anything because my foot is cramping, but maybe your shoulders need a little break. All right, let's get right in at that left side. Forearms down, get into position, and 10 to the left. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep that belly pulling in. 5, 6, don't let the hips sag. 7, big push out of the shoulders. 8, 9, last one, and 10. Good, lower down. All right, so for the next one, we're doing tuck-ins. That means you're going to pull yourself in and really squeeze the entire body into a nice tight ball as much as you can. It's gotta be a huge push from the shoulders, really drawing the core in and nice and tight. Let me show you right now. So we start out. You don't have to be at full extension, but you can if you look a little, if you were looking for a little more work. So you can tell I'm working hard here. So draw yourself in as much as you want, starting here all the way at the back. Big push. See how I'm pushing out of the shoulders? Draw the knees in, curl in. Send them back. Okay, we got 10 of those. This is really difficult. If you haven't done it before and you only get through 5 when I get through 10, so what? Do the best that you can, all right? I'm gasping for air because I talk a lot. Here we go. Forearms down, and let's get at it. Drag it in, push, pull. Good. Extend. That's 1, 2. Keep breathing. 3. Big push out of the shoulders. 4. You're already at 5, that's halfway. You can do it. Keep going. 6. Really compress at the top. Pull everything in tight. 7. Only 3 more. We got this. 8. 9. 1 more. Let's get it. And 10. Whew. Those are tough. They're tough to talk through. So be patient with me. All right, the next one is another one where we're just working on each individual side. So it's gonna be a side plank. You're going to bring the forearm down onto your mat. Right now I'm working on my right. I want the elbow and the shoulder lined up really nicely, and the arm at a little bit of an angle. I like to turn it forward and up. And then what's gonna happen is I'm gonna open my legs up as a scissor when I'm down. The bottom leg, so the leg that's on the floor, is gonna go forward. The top leg goes back behind you. As I draw the legs together, I'm gonna lift the hips up off the ground. Lower it back down, okay? So lift, push, squeeze, legs come together. They don't have to stack because we wanna keep sliding through this whole movement. Okay, so if this is too hard, keep the left hand on the floor, give yourself that support. This is a really advanced move, so be patient and persistent. Alrighty, so let's get started. If you think you can do it, left hand on the waist or the hip. Just push out of that right elbow and shoulder. And we got 10 ahead of us. Here we go. Draw it in. There's 1. 2. Squeeze the legs towards the midline. 3. Big push out of the shoulder. 4. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Pull it in. 5. 6. 7. Watch your form. 8. Make sure that that elbow is still under the shoulder. 9. Last one. Lift it up. And 10. Woo! My shoulder's feeling it. That's my struggling shoulder. So that one was definitely hard. Even though I'm right-armed, my right shoulder's a little weak right now. So this is definitely the work that we got to put in. All right, let's come into the second side. So my left forearm is down, elbow right under shoulder. The left leg comes forward this time. And as I lift up, I'm gonna scissor them together. Oh yeah, this side's a lot easier. Thank goodness for the good side. All right, so hopefully that just shows you everybody struggles. We all get stuck in certain places. And we gotta listen to our body, do the best we can. Let's get our 10 in on the left. Here we go. There's 1, 2. Remember, you can use that top hand for a little support if you need it. I'm looking down at my left hand, but you could also look straight to the side. That's 4, 5, feeling that through the side waist. 6, 7, 8, draw the legs together. 9, last one, and 10. Tough stuff. Okay, so we're more than halfway, but as you can tell, it's getting harder. So on the next one, we are not gonna start from super far drawn out, but you can. So you're just gonna zombie or drag yourself in from wherever you wanna start. Then you start the same way as you're tucking, but instead you keep the legs straight, and we're gonna lift the hips over the shoulders. So like the beginning of a pike press, if you know what that is. So draw yourself in, still the tops of the toes, push, draw the toes in and lift the hips up and pike back out. Okay? So this is getting really hard. If you don't get in 10, seriously, do not beat yourself up. These are really, really tough movements. And even if you just get in 3, 4, 5, that's amazing. I commend you for showing up. Let's do what we can. I'm going for 10. Arms are shoulders width. I gotta shut up and get it done. Here we go. There's 1. Slide it out. Big push. 2. 3. Really pull the belly in as the hips come up high. 4. Quadriceps engage and the kneecaps lift to keep the legs nice and engaged and working. There's 4. 5. All right, you glad you got socks on? Because I know I'm already feeling it in the tops of my feet. There's 6. 7. 8. Look right down between your arms. You don't have to drop your head all the way in. 9. But you gotta push out of the shoulders. You gotta pull the core in. Last one, I think it could have been 9. I'll do one more just in case. And 10. These are tough. And I lose count because they're tough. And it's a one-woman show, guys. So, we do what we can. Really good work so far. We have 2 more. On the next one, we're gonna straddle up. So we're still gonna bring the hips really high, but instead of bringing the legs right through center, we're gonna open them up, just like we did when we went off to the side one-legged. But now they're both doing that, and the hips go up. So let me show you. We're gonna straddle up. You're gonna drag yourself in, lift the hips, open the legs. Bring the legs back together, lower back down. Drag in, up, out, together, and down. Sorry, I got on my 2, shoot. 10 more. Get yourself into position. Let's just get the work done. All right, here we go. I may not talk as much, we may just do the work. Let's go for it. Drag it in, up, out, back down. Good. 1. 2. You can do hard things. Hang in there. 3. There's 4. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. That work's gonna end. 5. This is not gonna last. You can get through it. We're halfway. Up. 6. 7. You don't gotta bring them all the way to the mat. Do what you can. Just open them up. 2 more. 9. Last one. And 10. Whew. All right, we got 1 more. But on this last one, we're just gonna do 5 of each side. Because it's really tough, we're gonna pike up and we're gonna lift 1 leg. So we're gonna do 5 on the right, 5 on the left, alternating sides. Because one side will be a lot easier for you as it's your dominant leg. You're gonna find it much easier to lift up. The other leg, maybe hardly at all. So just do the very best that you can. I will show you briefly what it looks like, 1 on each leg. See, it's tough. I'm sweating, gasping. I'm right there with you. All right, so we're gonna pike up just like we did before. But now I'm gonna lift up the right leg as soon as I can and come into a half forearm stand. So pike up, lift, hold, back down. And then the opposite, pike up, lift, hold, and back down. All right, so that is 2. You're gonna do 1 on each side. We just gotta get to 10, so you can do this. Get into position, forearms down. Make sure you're ready to push out of those shoulders, pull the low belly in, and really feel like you're drawing your femur bone in, and then lifting into your toes, all right? Let's get at it. Get the work done. Draw it in, pike up, right leg lifts. There you go. Back down. Second side. Big push at the top. Look right down between your forearms. That was already 2. Let's do 3 and 4. Here we go. Draw it in. Right leg lifts. Hold it at the top if you can. Slide it back down with control. Second side. Slide it back down. That's already 4. Got 6 more. We can do it. Draw it in. Right side. Lift it up. And down. Nice and slow with control. We don't want to flare around. Left side. Lift it up. Woo, got a little air that time. And back down. 2 more on each side. Take a breath. Let's go. Right side up. Lift the leg. Slide it back out. And left. In. And lift. Back down. Last 2. We're almost done. Let's lift it up. Right side, here we go. Pull it in, push, right leg up, and back down. Slide it out. Last one. Let's do the work. Draw it in, push out of the right, lift the left, and back down, and rest. It's really tough. I know the tops of my feet are hurting too. My floor is very textured with all these little paint chips. I've definitely tore up a few pairs of socks doing this, so if that happens to you, you're not doing anything wrong. That's just how that friction happens. Don't worry about it. Think of it as a workout prop. Socks aren't too expensive. I think we should finish it up with 50 hip dips. If you want to join me for it, you absolutely can. If you are over it and you're like, Kelsey, that's not technically even a slide, you're just dropping your hips, that's okay too. Let's do it if you want. Otherwise, you did amazing. So still that forearm width, or that shoulder's width for your forearms, excuse me. This time I am going to tuck the toes, push out of the shoulders, and just drop the hips from side to side. 25 on each, 50 all together. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Big push from the shoulders. 7, 8, 9, 10. Pull the belly in. 11, 12, 13, 14. You're rolling right over the balls of the toes. Keep them tucked. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Keep breathing. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Tuck your tail. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. Good. All right, so with the sliders, you technically did 100 core crunches or core workout, whatever you want to call it. And then we did 50 hip dips, so 150 ab exercises. I'm hoping tomorrow when you wake up, those intercostal muscles, those obliques and transverse abdominals are going to be talking to you, because really it's so hard, for me anyway, to get the core, to get the abs to turn on. They're kind of lazy, they don't like to do the work. So I have to really beg them and push them, and this is one of those workouts that I like to do that really does it. I don't always feel it when I'm doing it, but I'll always feel it the next morning. So I hope you do too. Let me know in the comment section what you thought about this, if you tore up your socks, if you were sore in the shoulders or in the abs the next day. Share it on your social media. That helps me so much, you guys. I do these videos for free just because I like sharing my practice with you, because There's all kinds of yoga. There is yin yoga and ashtanga yoga, and there's just HIIT strength yoga. We can do whatever we want with our practice, and this is really what I love doing, and I love sharing it with you guys. So check me out on TikTok, where I do really short videos that are kind of fun, teaching you fun things and sometimes just funny. More on Instagram, I share my own practice with you, but I also give cool tips. And then here on YouTube, you get to work out with me, and that's always so nice. So make sure that you guys drink your water. Have an amazing day. Be grateful for your practice. Make sure you follow me on all those platforms. Have a great day. Thank you so much. Namaste.